Everyone, Ammo here with another replay of Heroes of the Storm, and today we're actually playing Tychus. it's a new hero, breaking new ground here. I wanted to play. I said I wanted to play different heroes, other than just like the handful I actually play. And Tychus is one hero, so I actually got a chance to play him in a game. He's a ranged assassin. He's pretty popular. He's pretty strong. Is one of the big abilities here. Well, yeah, big ability here is Q, overkill. Deal damage to the target and AOE damage to targets around your primary target. You reactivate, select a new primary target, and you can also move and do other stuff while using this. So you just spray out your minigun, while you can still walk around and throw your grenade and dash around. So it's really fun, awesome ability. Gives you mobility, gives you AOE damage, as well as good single target damage. And that's a lot of fun to use. Also have your frag grenade, just lob a grenade, does damage, and knocks back. So you either do it for some damage in a team, do it for displacement, it's ranged displacement. You need to knock someone out of a channel, or just they're on top of you, knock them away. Really versatile, good talent, and you get some. You can get, I guess this is an ability. You get talents that really buff this thing. Run and gun, you just dash. It's your mobility thing. You need to get out of trouble. You just do a little hop. It's not really very exciting. This is not a very exciting ability, but you know sometimes you need to move quickly. His trait is the minigun. They've been playing around with this trait a lot over the patches. Attack speed increases longer he attacks, doesn't really do it that much. It used to be like you start out real slow, like you wind it up and it starts out real slow and then it gets fast. Now it doesn't really work that way. It like winds up and then you're at your max attack speed. It just takes a moment to wind up kind of thing. They've been playing with this trait a lot. His heroics, Commander Odin and Draken Laser Drill. So Commander Odin, call down giant robot on top of yourself, does a bunch of damage, has cool abilities. It used to be a extra life bar, which made it very strong, very defensive ultimate, but now they changed it so it doesn't change your life. If you go in with as much life as you have, and if you die, you just die. So it's now, and it also got some offensive buffs, so it's very much, you call it in before a team fight, and then go into the team fight extra strong. The laser drill, you call down a passive drill, a little summon, you summon a drill, and it sits down, it's a little turret, and lasers nearby enemies. It can be a lot of fun, especially with the upgrade, level 20 upgrade. Makes it a little silly because it gets huge range. And then talk about talents. Let's go to talent. I'll just go through. I can go through all his talents. Of course, there's overviewing what I like to do. Bonus damage to the main target, so your overkill. Bonus damage to the primary target. Then get increased range. I do a lot of the Q. It's like a Q focused build. I love the Q. So increase range on his Q, so you can get more damage and more AOE, more things around the target. So if you're ranged anyway, if you're main target, you can still get some extra AOE damage with increased range. The first aid, because it's one of the best talents in the game, just suddenly you're getting healed for a lot unexpectedly, and it's so frustrating to fight against anyone that has first aid. It's like, oh hey, we try to burst the guy down, all of a sudden he has 35% more health. Isn't that frustrating? Then I take the Odin. I love the Odin. It's so much fun. Like, I love it because it's fun, not because it's super good. And it is pretty good. You have good abilities, do a lot of damage with it. You have really good range. Your range gets a big buff. I just like it 'cause it's fun to pilot. It's a fun ult to use. And then here I take the slow. Like I said, it's a Q focused build. I'm not doing a ton of auto attacks, and especially because Tychus, he has to stop. You can't it's really hard to do what you do with some other auto attack type champions, where you move around a lot and you do your marine micro. You sidestep around, and try to attack in between movements, because he needs to sit there and just focus down a target, like plant himself on the ground and use his minigun. So it could be really hard to keep a good damage output while also trying to move around, because he needs to sit still and shoot. So I don't do too much on auto attacks for him. Bonus movement speed and attack speeds, not terrible stim back, but yeah, I definitely like the slow. Here we take the stone skin, or I might take the. I think I take the lock and load trait during this next game. So I'm playing around with this one because these are, executioners. Increased knockback could backfire. But I think I take the increased move speed, so I need to, just in case I want to survive. But Stone Skin, yeah, same survivability. It's more health, it's more mobility. And then for our level 20, increased attack speed and range, which is not bad because you already have super good attack range. We take the big red button, you get a longer Odin, and one of your abilities now also launches a nuclear missile. It does a lot more damage. This is the ability I was talking about for the laser drill. It does increased damage and has increased range by 50%, which makes it sticks on you, and then by the time you realize it's hitting you, is doing increased damage, and you try to run away, but it has huge range, and it can be very annoying to fight against that. And Bolt is obviously always great. So that's our Tychus build that we go with. And let's just jump right into the game. Alright, here we are into the Haunted Mines. We got on blue side, myself on Tychus, JD3 Malfurion, Kinsey on Jaina, almost forgot her name. Default on Cow ETC, and speaking of cows, Holy Cow on Nazebo. And you play with Default a lot? Yeah, I play with other people, like significantly more than I ever played myself. I just don't have nearly as much fun playing MOBAs by myself as I normally play with other people I know. On red side we have Curtis, Iwin, Vanguard, Lando, Y2K, and Untaxable on Rainer, Sylvanas. What the heck skin is this? Has a really cool looking skin. Sonya, Diablo, and Tastadar. That is not like a new skin. I haven't seen that skin before. I didn't even recognize it in the game or notice it in the game. Huh? Maybe just because I'm looking at it closely. But here we go.
Heroes.
Start off in the. Oh, we have some silly. Okay, watch this. The beginning of this is really silly for us. Because we're all going to bottom. Cause, you know, we commonly do a 4-1 split kind of deal. So you have everyone pushing the same lane as your golem is. Get your golem as far as they can, and then one person just defends, so experience. We're having all sorts of miscommunication because I'm like, well, Nazebo's bottom, we all going top? Y'all going bottom? Jaina's asking questions, we're all running around. Like, I mean, are we gonna do 1-4? Yeah, but then we're all down here, and then there you go. Nazebo, being the specialist, should be on his own. Gets the most best able to handle the waves. Although Jaina could do a very good job with the blizzard stuff, but that's how we split. Because I don't want to be on my own. I could do it. I mean, I guess I could throw grenades, do some overkill on the minions, but I'd really rather not. They send, surprisingly, Rainer down at the bottom. There's Sylvanas, who's their specialist. Maybe they just want some extra push. The other team, we did a pretty good game, actually. It ends up being, I really like this game. It's a pretty close one. And we're just pushing the waves. Not spoiling who's gonna win. I don't always post videos of when games I win. I just post videos of games that are good. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, that's how Blackheart's base starts, right? And they have Sylvanas. I guess that's probably why they have Sylvanas up your top. It's because she's very aggressive, that she can stun the towers like this. So having her up top, like having her just hold out waves and defense, wouldn't do her any good. She's not using her trade. Fall comes in for a gank, almost knocks Sylvanas into the top row. Just barely hits it. Of course, Tychus. Tychus can see what a ton of damage. Tychus doesn't do damage. Banshees. This Sylvanas is very good at juking out the Banshees. They sent Diablo down here to help defend the bottom, and yeah, just pushing each. Pulling in for gang. He's sticking up there to keep him pushed back. He wasn't doing too much down here because he needs a melee champion. He wasn't getting in. Rainer here was keeping his range and would be kiting, trying to be too aggressive. So, and this. Jaina was getting tons of Qs and he had to right in her face. The gate's about to open. Yeah, we're going in through box. They're all up your top, obviously. Fortunately, Zebo here got thrown, and then he just gets tons of damage. Because he's in the middle of their whole team. Except for Rainer, of course. Mines are about to open. We're super excited to go into the mines and get some skulls. There, yes. Zebo got caught by Diablo's job is charging and throws him around. Here we catch Sonya, it's very low, and we just immediately jump on her, blow her up with a blizzard and an overkill. So now they're trying to contest it. We have Tastadar's very low, they're just very low here. Hit him with a grenade. They're pushed back. Sonya's coming back though, it's really early in the game, so at that time we're super low, like our Zeebo's already back as well. So at that time we're super low. We do catch Diablo here though. Excellent route. Taking tons of damage. He is Diablo though, so he just refuses to die. But we finally take him down. That's 2 catches, and Tastar's low, Sylvanas does a little bit of damage on her. Trying to pick up as many skulls as we can, so that's the point. And poor Jaina here. Sylvanas barely survives with this support of her team, and she jumps over the wall. That's very sad for her. Yeah, Jaina is sad because of it. Yeah, she leveled up and died. The team came over and helped her out. But we still managed to push them out. Sylvanas had to recall. Obviously, she was so low, she had like 10 health. And Jaina's coming in much more slowly, and their whole team's about to be pushed in here. We're starting the big golem to get some of the skulls though. Ready to push them back, here they come. Experience even levels. Here comes the fight, and I'm in a terrible spot. I'm like, oh gosh, Default tries to save me. And he does push him back, and we get a really good root zombie wall here. I am focusing the wrong guy. I should not be using all my damage on Mr. Diablo. But Jaina comes in, the rooted, finishes off the rooted Sylvanas. Sonya's trying to be clever, not coming out. Jaina's up here just taking on the whole team as well, so I come in first to finish him off, get Diablo and Sonya, not by myself, team-wise. I don't think I killed Sonya. I end up taking out the whole team, not at once. Sylvanas respawn timers and early gamers so low. They're already coming. They could already come back. We're gonna get this. Obviously, we're gonna get this. And they're going for the knights. Default's calling it knights, but yeah, they already started it, of course, as they should. So, Sylvanas, yeah, stun the mercenaries, which takes them very good. She has an easier time than she should taking the mercenaries because she can stun them with every shot. So they already got the knights by the time up there. Yeah, I don't think, no, we couldn't have got it faster about getting up there. Yeah, we pinged it, that's it. And if Jaina went up there, she would have just died, because the whole team's there, she wouldn't have been able to do too much. One thing, oh, just so silly, I don't know, oh, they didn't take the, oh, they're waiting for the giants. The way you should, they're doing okay. There's one thing I want to point out here. One really silly thing our team did. We never took these giants, like nobody wanted to take the giants. I mean, I thought about it, and maybe I should have just forced it anyway, but Tychus doesn't do the best job taking mercenary camps, does plenty of damage. But I don't want to be taking, I don't want to take damage in return. I'm a high priority, high damage target, so I don't want to be taking any damage, so it would need like myself plus maybe Default, or just anyone to come help, but nobody ever went to these giants. It's not just my team's fault, obviously I should, if I really wanted, I should have pinged, should have been making calls and just hoping somebody does it. Sitting there and complaining to myself, that's one silly thing I've done. But we never take the siege camp, and every giant they take their siege, every golem spawn they take their siege camp, and have the golems help push against our golem, which is what you should do. It's a very good play on their part, and just really stupid bad play on our part, never taking our siege camp. And not just even not even just for the giant, for the grave golem. Like, we just don't take it, period, ever. Which is really silly. Like this, and Zebo. Even Zebo should have taken it. He's a specialist and he has zombies and pretty decent damage. You can do a good job and stuff. Or really just any two of us. I think I was probably him. I'm not super comfortable soloing giants in a reasonable amount of time, with a reasonable amount of health and stuff. So maybe that's why we didn't take the giants and nobody pinged to double team it. So here we're split. We're both split, defending, pushing. Jaina almost clear, kills him, but here comes the cow. Default slides in, finishes off Sonya. Very good. A very aware play on his part. And we come here, finish up their giants. They've all come down and defend this one, and they have their siege giants. They on the golems, giants. And that's confusing, because these are the giants. They have their siege camp, taking care of the golem. And even though ours is much bigger, it didn't really do. They got about the same place. Like ours is actually, looks like ours is, yeah, very slightly behind where theirs was, even though they're smaller, because they had the siege camp helping them out. When our siege camp's still up, nobody's taking it. It's so silly. And we're all bottom. Nobody split top. I don't know why we start having this weird laning issues. I had this in a couple other games where like the team would just not sit in lane. People would just not be in lane. I'm like, okay, I better go get this experience because apparently we don't care about it. But then my whole team's following me. And okay, they didn't follow me. But I had one game where like everyone was following me the entire time. It was obnoxious. I'm just trying to get some experience. Here, Default, just a beautiful play there. I chased Sylvanas, forcing her to use her Banshees, but Default's already were Banshees. It's a really excellent play. I jumped down. You see me right there. Door Grenade Killer. So really, really good play on Default's there. Really good teamwork. Be able to catch Sylvanas out. It was just skirmish down bottom that was happening. We're now a level ahead. It's not. It's obviously an advantage. Very good for us to be that way, but it's not insurmountable. They're doing very good pushing. This team is doing a pretty good job. Default catches Rainer, his passive goes off, and Default's not able to finish him off. Now the whole team's trying to take him out. And he's like, guys need some help. Gal's over here. Needs some help. He gets away. They can't. They're not chasing to our team. It's like a team fight's ruined, so I'm heading down. Although now no one's top lane, they're gonna keep pushing. So I turned back around because it looks like they disengaged, and the mine's about to open anyway. I'll go up here and take care of this wave, get the experience, and stop them from destroying our town, our keep. Of course, I need to hurry up, so I need to hurry up because the mine's opening. Yeah, I'm surprised they never even just took our siege camp. I mean, we never bothered controlling it at all. Teams down bottom get the skulls. I'm coming way behind. Do not want to go up top because their whole team. I could have I could have considered like coming in and try to flank them as Tychus if they realized it was going on. They were just killing them right away. And it looks like it's a good thing I didn't come down. They delayed the fight. We didn't really engage, so now I have plenty of time to get here from a much more appropriate position. And we're 10, so they're scared of us, as they should be, because yeah, we have our ults. And then Jaina just blew up Tassadar with hers. Diablo's getting skulls, but he's gonna get caught here. While everyone else gets skulls, chasing around the rest of their team. I don't think we're able to catch them. No, actually, right here. Oh no, it's an ambush. It's a ruse. I have my ult go off. I'm getting chased by Sonya. First aid. Assuming my first aid, she could have killed him, but here comes first aid. Turn around with that huge range of damage with help of our team. We're able to take him down pretty easily, except Rainer's really great passive. Poor Cal gets got and I can finish him off, especially with all our damage there. And the Odin has great AoE too in his abilities. Really love the Odin. Now Furion's doing a good job getting the skulls that are left behind. I'm going to go grab this camp. We know they're in right behind us. The cow saw them happen. Cow saw it go in, so we know they're right behind us, and we're kind of weak. They're actually not that weak. Jaina's super aggressive here, but does almost burst down Sylvanas. I come up, but I'm super hurt. I need some healing, and they're just... oh, they're getting healed up too by this award. So they're ready for this golem fight. Even though we are a level ahead, we have a little bit of advantage, but not enough to make up for too much health. But here comes the Zevo. Just having him is huge boon. He runs in. And they're tanking the golem. Here comes ETC in big position. We're almost kill Sylvanas. I'm dueling Rainer here. Just not able to take all of it. Especially with our power of friendship there to help us out. I do a really great dodge. I was stunned. Run to another stun. But they got piled up way too much for all our AoE. So now they're all really hurt. Try to finish Tassadar with my Q, but he goes invisible and vulnerable to dodge it. So instead, I just take out Mr. Diablo, who just respawns anyway. Going to kill Sylvanas, she dodges out, but leaves poor Tassadar behind. Tassadar, I can't get inside for some reason. Tassadar just kind of stuck around instead of getting out. I guess he tried a little too hard to protect his teammate, which is fine. Nothing wrong, trying to be a hero, sometimes it doesn't work. It's fine. They're getting knights again? Yeah, very good. This team's really on top of map control. We're running the team fights, but our opponent's doing a very good job controlling mercenaries, pushing when we're not there, taking advantage where we're not. Oh, and then yeah, Sylvanas doing a really great job of using her banshees to get out of trouble. And Default's desperately trying to stop him, keep him off the knights, but he just can't do it. And we're all down getting more giants. Poor Sylvanas barely got away again. Sylvanas being going on our side. They got the giants again at siege camp. They got it a little bit earlier. That time they probably should have, because I think the giants are gonna go. Oh, how far are they gonna get? Are they gonna go past them? They did. Yep, they went past them. See, we're picking like wise anyway. Taking these, no one ever goes take the so bad, so bad. Watching this, especially watching this replay, like, it's so bad. So our golem's pushing. And your golem's pushing. Ours is quite a bit larger than ours. I mean, ours is quite a bit larger than theirs. Did I say that backwards? I think I just said that backwards. We're going to push with ours because it is larger. The whole team's there. It's not really doing anything. So we go defend theirs. You know, like it's positioning, which is bad because their whole team shooting ours the entire time. Through our little hesitancy, lack of communication, we could have killed their golem a long time ago. We just didn't. Now we're all here. Quickly burn down the golem. So now, yeah, I see our golem, despite our golem.
Grant me one request.
Who is?
Prove my MMR. If you do not listen,
more skulls
then to hell with you.
I guess someone was at a joke or something. Was someone spamming some taunts or jokes or something? Never heard that before. Especially in spectator mode, that was like a global voiceover. But anyway, yeah, our golem, despite being bigger every time, hasn't been taken through their first town, despite us having a superior golem. Their golem was knocking on our keep front gate here, because they're doing a better job of mercenary control, better job communicating where team to go and what to do. So we're winning team fights, we have the better team fights, but they're having the better map control. It's very impressive. I thought the team was doing a very good job of playing from behind. Knock down the walls for funsies, but Diablo comes in and flanks us. Jump out, Fault goes in, ults them, get them off our backs. I Odin up, get some damage in. Unfortunately, our ETC goes down. Now I have a Sonya on me if I open around. Put some shots at her. I do a very aggressive jump in here, which ends up working out. After I jumped in, I realized there's 3 of them here, and I'm in a very risky position, but we're able to do enough damage to drive them off. So we're able to trade 4 for 2 there. I love it. Odin's so fun to use now. I mean, it was fun to use before, but now it's even more fun to use. A big part of that was they made the W, the missiles, that like targeted AoE, so you target a point in the ground. And the missiles hit that point, it does area damage. It used to be just auto-targeting nearest targets, which is like okay. It's not fun to use though. It worked fine, just wasn't as fun for the player to use, not as much interactivity as having a skill shot, so I'm glad I changed it to a AoE skill shot style. Yeah. I mean, not really, because then that's actually what you want to do. You want to push the lane the golem is in, so when the golem gets up, it has it can get into priority targets. So if you keep pushing, then you get the golem on their core, and that's what you want, so then you get the core open, and the golem will just crush the core. So you want to push the same lane that your golem is on. That's why when you do the that's why there's a 4-1 split, because you want 4 people on pushing the same lane that your golem is on. There we go, gets just in here, contest some skulls. Unfortunately, Zebo here got caught a little bit. After he was doing his best to save his life. Doing a very good job saving his life, I should add. I come in and try to help, no, my friends! And I back out because they're running backwards. Able to move in here though, knocked away from our Jaina. Dash in, realize I'm in trouble, I get pushed around, and actually a way to save my life. I'm with first aid and now period, we're just fine. And Default there in their face, we're able to take them all out. That ended up being a very good team fight. Despite I made a couple of questionable jumps in this match, but my team was doing a very good job supporting me, despite being questionable positioning. At Default, in their face, knocking them around, helping me out after giving me heals. So I'm able to. So in a couple of fights I had poor positioning, our team still comes out, help me out, and also just my own damage. I gotta go in like all in now, so I gotta kill them. And having the level advantage, now 2 level advantage, really helps that happen. If we were behind or even, and going all in would not work out ever. First doing when you're ahead, and you have the advantage in stats. Pushing with ours, they're getting the giant Knights of Fancy. We won the mines, but they're doing a good job map control. They're able to catch out Jaina, who was in a very strange position, actually. It's a rewind just a moment, because me and Default were actually talking about this in game about like what Jaina was doing. That's not far enough back. That's too far back. Let's just rewind. Zero, we're getting all the skulls. We got most of the skulls on the fight. They're like all up. Yeah, they're all up now. Jaina's pushing pretty hard. Pushing the opposite lane from the giant, which is where their golem's going to be in. And she's going in behind. Check the knights, but not in that all safety. Not in a very safe route. So she should not ran through their watchtower behind the knights where they could have all been. Especially because they probably were doing knights. Why wouldn't they be doing knights? They've been on top of that whole game, and there were enough of them were up to do it. That was very strange. We initiated a fight and it was 4v5, so it's very silly. Default is a really great all-off though. Saves in Zevo, but unfortunately enough Varian went down, and they're too late to do anything. We did only lose 1 there though. Good. Could have definitely been worse having a 4v5 like that. I don't know why we're even engaging against a 4v5. But we only lost 1, so it could have been much worse. We have much bigger golem in there. See, he was able to walk all the way up here. No resistance because we already taken down this fort. versus them standing here punching us forward and getting more focused on that effect. Theirs is much weaker, they have more damage going on theirs though. This poor tower doesn't even have any ammo. Golem's able to take down the tower and a gate. Golem, yep, same thing, tower and a gate. So even though it's a much smaller golem, it's able to get, it still got further. Ours didn't even take out this tower, they didn't get to keep this one. Slap it to keep a couple of times. But despite having smaller golems, they've been doing a very good job of killing that. Also, I believe, I don't remember exactly, because they changed the way the golems work. They always like adjust the numbers on the golems every patch. So I don't remember what they did this patch with the golems and how they scale and get more powerful and whatever. I completely forget what the patch notes have to say about that. But yeah, they seem to change this map and how the golems work every single time they patch it. Here, Diablo's trying to come in behind us with Bala. Bala? With Sonya. They target Nazebo, he gets away. Jaina's away! What the? What? Hold on, I got real confused just now. Why is Jaina like a mile up there? Like, not saying she's doing anything necessarily wrong, I just wasn't paying attention to how that happened. So we finally get the Sea Giants, like, hallelujah. It's a miracle, we actually got the mercenaries. So we're coming down there, they're coming around for a flank. Come up here, Jaina's in the front. Okay, this is where we are now. Gal's going around to flank them while they're coming around to flank us. Jaina's right next to me. Jaina just runs ahead because the fault's engaging. But when that happens, we also get engaged. So, okay, so we just got split because we both engage each other at the same time. Right, makes way more sense. I ult up, get caught in Diablo ulto. But I'm still here to do damage. I should be shooting not so. I should be shooting like this specialist right here. Sylvanas. I able to push. I don't want Sonya off and let him kill him. They're spinning. Able to push them all back. Fortunately, ETC goes down. We had a very good engagement. Trade 1-for-1 to tanks. Traded tanks for each other. Not a big deal. Could have done much better. That was a poor target. I shouldn't have. I did help force off Sonya from killing us, because I guess you do need to do some damage to Sonya. Cause she's not really a tank. She's more of an assassin. She can't take too much damage unless she's actively life-stealing if they're Spindling. Otherwise, she's doing a bunch of damage. So probably should. Not the worst that target. You see, asking Jaina not to body block him in the future. I didn't see that in the fight. When it happened, it's the only replay. I'm sure you noticed they were further ahead from where the rest of the fight was going on. Yeah. Doors open, mines are open, but Diablo is already back up, and our ETC is not back up yet. That's a bit of a problem, because it's a 4v5 and mines are. We almost get a decent catch. I can focus down. We on the first aid though. They're really trying to focus me down. I'm still full health. All that, the heals, the first aid, and it'll kill Sylvanas. And now, just now getting caught with it. Sibo and I are able to kill Diablo. We're able to get onto Tassadar here. This is the annoying healing ward. I was trying to kill a healing ward. Instead, changed our focus to Rainer. We ended up killing Rainer, but I would have wanted to keep focusing Tassadar. That ended up being a good fight. It's 4v5 at the beginning that we were able to manage. And now it's just they're doing the. Well, we lost the fight, so let's hurry up and kill as many skulls as we can before it's time to go. Fault does a wonderful job here, stealing some of the skulls. This power slide. I come in for the flank. Tassadar keeps doing his E to dodge my Q. What he should be doing. Great play by him. Doesn't mean it's not annoying to me. Never trying to kill him. He just disappears out of existence. There we go. We just go get their get the giant golem no resistance for extra skulls, and they decide that they're going to push while we're all in because they know where we are. We're obviously all there doing the skulls. So they decide they're going to shove in this lane as hard as they can. I'm surprised they're not doing giants again. Not giants. Gosh, giants. Well, I guess giants, and also knights. But not doing knights again. That's good. Jaina was able to recall quickly enough. She saw what was happening. She was able to recall double then. So good call on her. Now their golem's coming back up. We're all here to defend it. So they're it'll try and be a sneaky push and didn't quite work out for them. And we go for the knights because they didn't get knights, and they're taking our giants. She runs in. Now here, remember this happening. So they're fighting up here. Raynor comes in behind us and then fights Jaina. But Jaina can't burst through Raynor's ult, and then he double Qs. Flashes out of safety. Like, I was gonna go behind and kill Raynor, but Jaina flashes out of safety, then turned back around and just got shot to death. So she can't burst Raynor because he's passive. Makes him hard to do that. If you don't burst him all the way down, you'll have to heal. That's I don't know why she turned around. I had it. And here, Falcon's a great ult. Doing my AoE. So that pushes off Acidar. Sonya, just pushing their goal. We have tons of damage. The Nazebo, and I've seen the Nazebo zombie a lot more. I've seen the zombie a lot more. Grabbing the Spirit's still good, but now the zombie is actually also pretty good. So, happy to see the zombie a lot. Seen it. He can do some real damage. He gets you stuck in a corner. I've seen really popular. He will, if you get caught in a zombie wall, and then the giant gargantuan zombie gets stuck in there with you. You take the summon damage, the gargantuan slaps you a bunch of damage, and the zombies are hitting you. You just take a ton of damage. So I like seeing the Nazebo, different Nazebo ult now. And so pause it. Take a look at our stats and talents. I somehow got most siege damage. I guess just queuing the minions. I did most XP contributions, so fantastic. I feel proud of that. Jaina did most hero damage, so good job her. I didn't die. Wow, I didn't realize I didn't die. Good me. Didn't realize that I hadn't died. Jaina got caught out a few times, so unfortunately she died a lot. And their team, Sylvanas, did work, evidently. And Raynor got the most XP contribution. And it can't show talents. They like... Let's rewind a little bit. It might be because the game's over. Let's rewind. Oh no, I've done broke it. Oh no. Oh jeez. Alright, if I just like pause it right here. Okay, after the game is over, it like clears the memory of who's taken talents, which is really weird. I don't know why it does that. So, Sylvanas, poison, ring of fire, explosions, slowing. All right, blood for blood. All right, and who else did I want to look at? Ah, Nazebo's build. Permanent, gathering power, get bin. The gargantuan summon sprint. Okay, so pretty normal. Yeah, so otherwise a normal build, just a different talent. What was his level 20? And fast forward to where he chooses it. Come on. There you go. Yeah, the buffed gargantuan, so it lasts. It doesn't time out anymore, and deals bonus damage to non-heroic targets. So yeah, I'm glad to see the gargantuan round. But that was the game. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more. Follow my Twitch, Twitter. All you guys know the deal. I'll see you next time.